Hi, I'm Scott Levy, Chief Medical Officer at Doylestown Hospital. Boy, this Memorial Day looks a lot different than last Memorial Day. The weather's going to be worse, but as far as the pandemic, we're in a much better spot, as we all know. We've seen less than 50 cases a day in all of Bucks County. Pennsylvania is less than 1,000 cases a day. And as anybody's following the news and the statistics, there's a precipitous drop in new cases every day. And there's only one reason for that, and that's the vaccine, which is doing a remarkable job in suppressing the pandemic. That being said, people are doing a lot of activities, and that's what should happen with vaccine. But the more people are out and about and interacting, the more risk there is of somebody who's not fully vaccinated or maybe a little bit immunocompromised and vaccinated to pick up some viral particles and get some degree of illness. However, things are improving. Doylestown Hospital, for an example, which was sitting at well over 20, 30 cases a day, was down to one case last week. We've seen a little bit of a jump in that. We're up to 5 cases now. But again, this is an infectious disease. And as we continue activities and get more involved and engaged, we will see some disease. However, the severity of this disease is much lower. We haven't seen a COVID patient on a ventilator in well over a month. So certainly the vaccine is making less people get sick, number one. And remember, the statistic with this vaccine is people aren't getting critically ill and people aren't winding up getting ventilated nor dying. And that's ultimately the key test. For those of you who haven't been vaccinated and hear these occasional stories in the news about these potential correlations, 5 people who vaccinated had one disease or another, just remember that with over 200 million vaccines being administered in this country, there's a lot of potential for correlation. I could tell you that there are a lot of people who got vaccinated who had car accidents. There are people vaccinated who got married and got divorced. And nobody would think for a second the vaccine is related to that. In medicine, we're very critical. And anybody who gets any illness and having had a vaccine, we look at to see if there's a causation. And just because somebody vaccinated happened to get a clot or happens to have a heart attack or get a pneumonia or gets divorced doesn't necessarily mean there's causation. And that's what the scientists try to figure out in every one of these episodes, whether there's a correlation, whether it's just statistics. In nearly every case, it's just statistics. But everybody should take a lot of confidence in knowing that even these rare, completely unrelated events are being looked at very diligently to make sure that nothing comes about. What is remarkable with the billions of vaccine doses throughout the world, how safe they have been and how those number of episodes is remarkably low. So everybody, please get out there. It's great to begin some normal activity if vaccinated. And if vaccinated, please consider very seriously the value of that vaccine. Everybody have a good day. Be well.